welcome back to Xanthus Gaming. Today we're going to go over a melee looping build guide for you for Alpha 17.2. How this works is the zombies run up your ramps. Once they get up to the top, they see this as impassable terrain, so they don't even try attacking it. They just run straight through. They're slowed by the barbed wire. Because we have these poles here, they cannot take damage from the barbed wire, and they shouldn't damage it except for on the very edge here. You can take a little bit of damage and they can damage it, but that's okay because you can repair it easily after the Horde Night. If those two break, you can just replace them. It's not a big deal. They're going to get a little speed boost going around the corner, but for the rest of the time, they're going to be running at super slow speeds the entire way around. And then when they get to the end of the path, they fall down the simple wedge tip fall trap onto hay bales so they don't take any damage, and then they loop around. We protect our pillars with poles in the same design on the bottom, middle, and top in order to stop the zombies from wanting to attack it. Every so often they'll stop and attack it once and then move on, but for the most part I found using these poles really protects my pillars. You can also replace the bottom pole with with barbed wire if you find that they're attacking them a little bit too much. That'll encourage them to stay away from it. Alright, so let's go over the basics of how to build this, then we're going to show it to you on a speed build, and then we're going to do the Horde Night. So if you want to see the Horde Night, skip to the time indicated on the screen right now, and you can watch the Horde Night. You're going to need flagstone poles, flagstone wedge steep corner base, flagstone gable inverted steep, flagstone plates, flagstone pillar 50s, and flagstone blocks. Obviously, for the floor, you're going to have flagstone blocks, so let's go ahead and do that. Here. So, for a floor, you have a flagstone block. On top of that, you have the flagstone wedge steep corner base, like so. And then you place the opposite way, like that. And then you just repeat the pattern over and over again for however many you decide to do. Do note that there are two different sides on this block, one side that you can run up and one side that you cannot. You want the side that you cannot run up on the path that the zombies are going to take, so make sure you do that. Then we put plates on top of the steep sections. I accidentally placed an extra one on the ground somewhere over here. There it is. And after that, you put on the gable blocks. To place this one, you get kind of jump up on top of it and put it right in front of your face, like so. Okay. And then you place the poles attached to the plates. You have to go into advanced rotations. You're looking for the rotation where it's on the bottom. So you're not placing it on the bottom block, you're placing it on the second block. You'll run that for each section, and then you also place an additional one on the top as well. Stop zombies from piling on top of each other and breaking those gable blocks. Okay. You also do the same for the outside. And again, on the bottom section, but on the second block, like so. So for each section wall that you need to make, you're going to have one gable block, one flagstone wedge steep corner base, one plate, 4 poles, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full blocks. You need barbed wire for each section as well. And then don't forget you have to make support pillars for your base. So each support pillar that you're going to make is going to go up 6 blocks total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the floor. And then you also need the 12 poles around each block. There should be a visual on your screen to show that little recipe there. So depending on how big you decide to make your pathway for your zombies, you'll take whatever that number is, however many blocks you want them to walk, and multiply it times the section ingredients to find out how many blocks you need total. Before I do the speed build, I'll display how many blocks I used for this particular build. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, Horde Knight's coming.
And if you're wondering why I have an arrow in my head, Animal over here is wasting arrows.
Yeah, well.
No, that was me, and I have over 625 regular arrows, and I'm still making more.
Way to blame Animal.
And I have 125 iron arrows and 27 steel arrows. I'm gonna have like 1,000 stone arrows by the time I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna set Halv on fire real quick. Hold on.
No. No.
Are you gonna be okay if I move from here, Animal?
Yes, mommy.
Okay. Don't fall.
Here they come to wreck the day. Alright, let's look at how the pillars down below did. Not really any damage to them, as expected. The poles did their job of protecting the pillars.
Oh, there's still a spider.
Very minimal damage to the ramp. Yeah, they didn't even break a block or even come close. A couple hits on the third block up. That's all. Good stuff.
Yeah.